please go ahead and state your name, what you do, and your relationship to Chelsea.
Great. I'm Dr. Sarah Johnson, and I'm a veterinarian, a mobile veterinarian that comes to your home. And I met Chelsea through the veterinary field. She needed someone to come to the house to see all these puppies, make it convenient for her. And she reached out to me probably 9 months ago or so. So I've known her for almost a year now.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so she told me that she gave you some impromptu reading.
Yes, it wasn't the first time I met her, but probably the second or third time I showed up here to her mom's house for a litter exam, unsuspecting. And that day, I did feel kind of like a heaviness to me, like a little bit of anxiousness, I guess. Didn't think anything of it. I like wake up and half the time feel that way anyway. But I walked in and I think it was towards the middle or end of the appointment. She said, I don't want you to get freaked out by this, but I am a medium. Do you know what that is? And I said, yeah, of course I know what it is. And she said, can I do a reading on you? You have somebody with you today. If you don't want to know, there's no pressure, but there is somebody with you. And I said, sure, go ahead. And she perfectly described my grandfather to me. And my grandfather's he's passed away 6 or 7 years ago now. And I was pretty close with him. But to the point where like she described the exact like clothes he would always wear. He always would wear this like flannel button-up shirt. And he always had candy in his front pocket. And she even like said something about that. She commented on the way he laughed, and he had like a very distinct like laugh to him, I guess. And she just said that he was there with me, and he was just like shining this like protective light around me, and he just wanted me to know that I was like safe and okay. And she even I'm gonna get emotional. She even like talked about how he passed away. He had pretty bad heart disease, and he went in for a quintuple bypass, and he didn't really wake up from anesthesia. But she kept saying that he was like gripping his chest or like touching his heart, and she said, like, is that how? Like, was that have to do with anything? Was that how he passed away? And it like clearly was. And it was just very like as soon as she talked about that and brought him up, like the weight just like lifted. And not like it wasn't a bad weight, but it just like went away. And yeah, it was just so nice to know that he was like there and he was okay and he knew I was okay and that he was protecting me. And like it was just it was just amazing. And just it gave me a little bit of closure that I didn't know I needed, I guess, which was very cool. So yeah, unexpected.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
That's great. Wow. What an amazing story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did after it happened, a couple months later, I like saw my parents, and they don't live here, they travel. And I was down in Arizona visiting them, and I brought it up to my parents, and my dad just like burst into tears. Yeah.
Wow.
It was just very, yeah. And I've never had that experience before. But I'm glad she said something, and I'm glad she brought it up because, like I said, it just settled me in a way that I didn't know I needed and gave me a little bit of that closure, which was really nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, she gave me an impromptu reading yesterday.
Really? Really? Okay.
And she's like,
Hold on.
somebody needs to talk to you. I was like, wait, what? No, I'm supposed to be working right now. Not today, but
Right.
yeah, it just happened. So
Yeah. And I think that's the neat thing about it, right? Is it's not staged, it's not fake. It's like just her and her helping and us kind of getting that communication or that clarity, that closure, whatever it is that we need that we maybe didn't know we needed. It's very special.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. You're welcome. That was it.
That was it.
Cool.